What's up, comic fans, and welcome to New Comic Book Day. Why? With comic news. We'll bring our fellow host, Aaron, Secretron Squirt Gun, on pretty soon. So yeah, this the news this week. San Diego Comic-Con's this week. So yeah, if you go to Cover Price, whatever, they list all the exclusives. I did do a afternoon delight earlier today, and we went through a lot of these exclusives. Here's one of the books that I'm looking at getting. That is a DC booth exclusive by Jay Lee of Absolute Batman #1. Pretty cool. All right, another news. I shaved, and then in other news, Fantastic Four movie comes out tomorrow. I believe if you go to the IMAX at an AMC, you will get a free keychain. So let me see. Let's see if that's a thing. There it is. So yeah, if you go to AMC, you'll get this free keychain if you see the movie tomorrow. Collect them all. Here's the collectible Galactus bucket. Some other things, I guess you can get all sorts of collectibles. That seems to be the thing now with these superhero movies, is they sell you all these wacky, I don't know, things to get your drinks and your popcorn in. Vessels, containers, cups, buckets. Anyway, that's that. Yeah. All right, let's get to the comics. let's get out of here. Whoop. And let's do this thing. And add to the stage, Aaron. What's up?
What up, people?
How we doing? Hey, Perdazzle.
What's up, Will?
What's up, Aaron? How's it going?
You know, no complaints, man. Things are going pretty good. You know, I got to adjust my UFO though.
Oh, there it is. Dagger's in the house. I told Dagger I'd shave, but that was like 3 weeks ago. But I finally did it.
Hey, Dagger,
I shaved.
Better late than never, right?
Late than never. That is true. All right, so we got it's New Comic Book Day.
Berdazzle, hello.
I did. I didn't fully get under the lip, but we got most of it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's New Comic Book Day. I went and picked up some new books. I told you earlier too. I got some. I think they're cool 50 centers.
Nice.
I think they would jive really well, especially on your channel. I think the people there would appreciate them.
Filthy 50s. We should get you on Monday sometime when you want to start doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like moving it.
Moving and grooving. I got to figure out what I charge for shipping because I don't have free shipping.
That's all right. Neither do the other guys, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Dagger. Dagger told me earlier today he stopped by Afternoon Delight, and I still had a mustache at that time. I had me a full beard. So
what up,
I basically shaved this 10 minutes before the show. Rising Rhino's in the house.
Beard.
Hey-o.
You know, no more beard.
No more beard. At least for like, yeah. Oh yeah. Give me
beard.
2 days.
Let it beard. You guys.
Let it beard. Let it beard. Let it beard. Christina's in the house.
Christina, right? Yeah, I get to chant her name.
Yes. Well, she also put your link there. Hey, Ron.
Thank you.
Rising Rhino's in the house. What's up? Christina, I think Friday we'll go over how to make sure we get you all set up with your prize.
Yeah, so, Christina, the winner.
The winner, big winner.
Yeah, dude.
Chicken dinner. All right. So my comic shop still gets this comic shop news. I don't know if anybody's checking this out or not, but pretty fun little free thing they got there. So
New Comic Book Day. That's why, I guess.
This is the reason why you get books. free paper. But yeah, it has a list of like next week's comics, so you can check that out.
Yeah, I've been checking out the modern comics slowly, so
Nobody
slowly
can
get
stay
back,
away.
slowly getting back to the new comics. They kind of do reel you back in, especially when you have friends that read new comics all the time.
Right. I mean, because the old comics are cool, but you only can reread the old stuff so many times before you're like, what is happening in my favorite superheroes universe these days?
Yeah, what's happening now?
Now. And sometimes that's the why that you get back into them, is to figure out what they're up to. Here's a new one. Justice League Unlimited number 9.
Number 9?
Number 9 with Mark Waid is still doing it and Dan Mora on the
I hear
interior.
it's kicking butt, dude.
It's pretty good. The interior art is really good because it's Dan Mora. Dan Mora's
Dan Mora just crushes it, right? Issue after issue.
And then I feel, and it's really weird because he does a lot of covers too. And you see people who do covers don't do interiors. He just does it all.
How's Mark Waid's story though, man? What's going on? Is it too rushed? Does it seem right?
I'm only up to issue 6, but I tell you, it doesn't seem too crazy. You have to kind of pay attention because it is unlimited. Right. So there'll be characters who you're like, where did he come from?
Yeah.
That's and they're cool.
Like, I like that,
Yeah.
World's Finest, from what I read from World's Finest, pretty dang awesome. But then it started moving really fast or something. It just didn't have the beats, But
right. Well, I think at some point he knew Justice League was coming, and he's like, we got to push this story so I can concentrate on that. But so far so good. Like I said, it's unlimited, Justice League Unlimited. So when they need a new character, they're like, hey man, we just called them in. Like there's no need for backstory. It's like we just gave him a card and he showed up and he's part of the Justice League now. So
it's cool though. It's a great way to introduce characters that aren't as well known, right?
Exactly. So I'm digging it.
So I'm your younger brother, people are asking, Rising Rhino's like, who is this guy?
Where'd Will go? And who's the new host?
Who's this jerk?
Right. Let's see. What do we got here? I like original or extra crispy. Literally just saw. I just saw a commercial for KFC, and apparently, if you download their app, you'll get a free bucket of chicken. So,
whoa,
right? I am not picky, as long as not hot or spicy. I like it both hot and spicy.
I don't have. The spicy thing doesn't always work for me. A little bit goes a long way.
I like spice if it's flavorful, like I don't want it just to be hot for hot. I'm not trying to do like one of those challenges, the 1 chip challenge or something.
Yeah.
I needed to have flavor behind it.
Yeah. Some people like that.
Who's the new guy on the left? Will's younger brother. I met Dagger's younger brother a few weeks ago. He's hanging out with Dagger in the Matrix. All right. Here's Gunslinger Spawn. I need to catch up on this. I think I'm 5 issues behind. But
5 issues.
Yeah, so I think I'm on issue 40. So last one
is it still banging like it started out, like just for the first year, just banging?
The creative team on here is good, and I actually Todd came back to writing it.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps or hurts it.
I hear you, dude.
But let's see. Let's get some extra.
Yeah, Gunslinger seems to be everyone's favorite title.
Yeah, they changed the cover too. It's always kind of been like cardstock, but now it's like that textured cardstock. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but when you feel it, it has almost like a little grit to it. It's not like super smooth.
Right.
So it's an interesting feel on the book. It does feel actually like they put a little bit more money into it. Also, this is $3.99 now, not $2.99. So that might be kind of the thing they said was like, well, if we're going to charge an extra $1, we're also going to give them a slightly better cover.
Yeah. Well, they were $2.99 for a very long time. So
Oh yeah, it's been $2.99. Like you
for
can't,
2 years or something.
yeah, like you can't complain, but you can. Like,
I wonder if the people are going to drop it, a lot of it now.
well,
Like,
yeah, we'll see. I think so. I know originally. Well, I don't know, but the general consensus was it was $2.99 because of sales, falling off, and they're like, well, if we give it to them for $1 less than the other books, and they have to choose between one or the other,
yeah,
they'll probably choose the $2.99.
yeah,
And over the last 2 years, Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn and a lot of the Spawn universe has really blown up.
yeah, dude.
And so, big explosion at the end. Um, and so now I feel like they're probably in the place where they're like, well, now we can make some money and charge an extra $1 a cover.
Gunslinger is out of his time, right? Is he in the modern era?
Yes. Yeah, Gunslinger is out of his era, but he's in Spawn's time now.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of in era, out of era, this is the other Spawn book I picked up. This one I'm way behind on. Rat City.
The future.
Yeah. Right. Future.
Now, why do they call it Rat City?
That's basically the name of the city where the Spawn of this universe is from.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like I don't want to say it's like it's basically like a housing, public housing in some ways, and they call it Rat City because it's like not clean, not great.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I could show you the interior, but I really don't know what's happening in the story. But somebody's clearly been hurt.
Dang. Not clean, not great.
Yeah, this is a little bit more like 90s, but not. It feels like you're reading a 90s comic, but like the offshoot. So you're not reading one of the, those 90s guys. It's not Silvestri or McFarlane or even Liefeld. It's like the guy who filled in.
Yeah, it's one of those big splash page after big punch type of stuff.
Exactly. So we'll see how long I stay on this one, though, now that it's $3.99. Like you said, right? It's not $2.99, it's $3.99 now. So I have the first 16 issues. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I stop at 20. That'll probably be the end of the run they're on right now. This is Batman Hush 161. They're doing the Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb doing the Hush sequel. So yeah,
you like it?
The Bat family together. This is issue 4, and again, I have only read the first 2 issues. It's interesting. So it's a big change though, because they went from Chip Zdarsky to Jeff Loeb, and they both kind of have a different feel for this Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is definitely more of the Hush Batman from the 90s, and not the current Batman we had. So this one is definitely more brooding and less concerned with family and in other tropes. He basically is just the Batman that's out to solve the mystery, and he doesn't care. People get in his way, they get in his way. And he does what he has to do to solve the case. What we do have in this one though is like Red Hood is helping Bane. And not Bane. I'm thinking of Absolute Batman. He's helping Hush. To I guess he kind of feels like Batman is not doing his job in terms of ridding Gotham of crime, and Hush takes so the Joker is like a pretty main big time villain.
Yeah.
And Hush takes the Joker pretty much out of the gameplay in issue 1. He uses, and like nobody really just takes down the Joker, but I think Red Hood sees this and he's like, that's the guy we need defending Gotham,
Yeah.
the guy who could take the Joker out.
Yeah.
So, this is part of the Absolute universe, Absolute Wonder Woman.
Okay.
What you're seeing here is she gets poisoned in this issue and has to like overcome seeing through hallucinations. This is part 3 of 5. I won't say this is a throwaway story, but it definitely has some like origin story stuff happening in here. There's nothing that like it brings some character progression, like, but we've already established who Wonder Woman is, you know, who Diana is by this point. So
in this terrible world,
right. So this is just like a little bit more reinforcement, I guess, of her character.
You were hoping for the story to progress a little more.
Yeah, this issue just it didn't push things as forward.
Yeah,
as I was hoping. We do at the end though. There's kind of she's poisoned, and there is this big baddie coming at her, and the tagline is "Next issue, here be dragons." So we'll see where this goes, but yeah, honestly, this was just an issue I think to like fill some space. You know, when you get a trade, you need like 5 issues in there.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So it didn't really do much for me anyway, in terms of pushing this forward. Amazing Spider-Man number 8. I've been up on this one.
Cool cover, huh?
Yeah. So he's fighting this this character called Hellgate. We don't really know where he's from. We just know he wears a helmet and talks like he's maybe a cousin of Hercules or something. I don't know. But
Old English or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's not even like Old English. It's just very much like, yeah. Well, it's just like they are insignificant whelps. Why do you protect them?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now,
but
does this lean into like Spidey a lot as a character and what's going on in Peter Parker's life and stuff like that? This run so far, you know, or is it just basically Spidey on adventures?
No, so this one does it does get into Spidey's life. He's got like a relationship. You would say she's a girlfriend, but not really because it's complicated kind of deal. But that's because he's Spider-Man, and the girl he's dating doesn't know that. So he's always like, at dinner, and he's like, "Gotta go," you know.
Oh,
and Spidey's
zipping
by.
Yeah. Yep.
Matt's in the house.
Hey, what's up, Matt? Hope you're doing good, man. Looking forward to good cinema tomorrow, my man. Margaret and I are going to finish watching the original Superman movie tonight. So
nice.
Yep.
Yes. So yeah, but this book totally does cover some Peter Parker stuff. It even there has been a lot of these like flashbacks. So when it goes flashback, it goes kind of black and white.
Okay.
It's just Uncle Ben teaching him a story, or teaching him a lesson, if you will. But this episode, pretty much from beginning to end, is one long fight scene of Spidey fighting this Hellgate guy. And, the story or the lesson that Uncle Ben teaches him is when things get bad, sometimes it's better to run than to fight. But then the Hellgate guy starts cheating and he just starts, trying to hurt random bystanders. And so Spidey's like, well, can't run now.
Is that Romita Jr.?
Yep. It's Romita Jr. on the art. It's plausible art. It
works.
Good. It works. They have a little spread or a big center page spread for Peter David in this. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude was a legend.
Yeah, so they give him his props in here.
Yeah.
Big Hulk guy, big Spidey 2099 guy, and just Spidey guy in general.
Yep.
There is a little crossover in here. So you got Mary Jane. I mean, Mary Jane is obviously going to be in a Spidey book, but she's not. She's dating this guy Paul now. She's not dating Peter. And she has her own book. The all new Venom. And then you got and then you got Dylan Brock over here. So Eddie Brock's son
Wait,
has kind of been
Peter, Paul,
adopted.
and Mary? Is that what we're doing here? Peter, Paul, and
Peter Paul,
Mary.
Mary. Yeah, that seems to be where we're going. And
Peter,
there's a
Paul,
Dylan.
and Mary Jane.
Yeah, and there's a Dylan. So Dylan probably went on tour with Peter Paul and Mary. So
Well, there you go.
yeah. So it's a rock'em sock'em thing for Spidey. Does not end well for him in the end, but as we know, most things don't end well for Spidey. But somehow he still manages to figure his way out of a situation.
What up, Brian LCS?
Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? We are going over the new comics for this week.
Yeah. He always says happy NCBD.
Yes.
That's the standard greeting on this day.
And guys, don't forget the Comic Book Community Awards. If you're into them, voting is closing very soon, first week of August.
So Brian's a big Spidey fan. What do you say, Brian, on this new run so far? I'm sure you reviewed it already, but
yay or nay, Brian?
Yeah, right. I'm sure he reviewed it already, but
yeah. Oh, with that. Well, yeah. Or he's already working on it.
Nice.
All right. What else we got here? We got Void Rivals, part of the Energon universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has the two sides reconciled yet and realized that they're similar beings?
Nope. They're going to war. But there are sides now basically what's happened is both sides are like, we can't come together, it'll be the end of the world, whatever. There's like a whole scripture about it.
Yeah.
And the warring side are like, the scripture's wrong. We're gonna make everybody come together. The only problem is on the other side, one of the somebody who's crossed over to that planet, so Leela, is also trying to convince them the same thing.
Right.
So it seems like there's going to be a war over nothing because both sides were getting towards, the same thing. But there's
it's realistic, isn't it? In that sense.
Yeah, in that sense it is. You may remember that Transformer right there. You got a Hot Rod making an appearance in this book. So
that's, people love the Transformer cameos in that, right? In the far-flung past of the Energon universe.
Yeah. So it's a good book, and like you said, sometimes comics are a little bit too close to home, huh?
Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right. And there's the link for the awards, and Christina being awesome. Don't forget us, guys.
Yeah.
Christina, all right.
Christina is secretly voting for you. I know that.
No. Secretly.
It's not a secret if I say, but that was my I surmised as such.
It is quite possible. Who knows? I don't know. I don't ask. Thank you.
I want Will to win.
We'll see. I feel like I might be the guy who gets the 20 years from now gets the award they give to the guy who's been around for a long time, won nothing.
Give this guy something, will you?
Yeah. Give him a cracker. Superman. I have to catch up on this, but I every time I thumb through this, I really want to read him. Joshua Williamson, I think, is doing a good job because just based on the visuals, it always seems like a good read. Yeah. This is Legion of Darkseid Part 1, and it's also Dan Mora has been doing the interiors on this.
Love it. How can this guy do so much work, man? It's incredible.
It's insane. This guy's a beast.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to like mix up pages, like the wrong, some Justice League ends up in a Superman or something.
But he must just work all the time, this guy,
Hey, he must be one of those guys.
If you're on top, this is how you cement your legacy, right?
Yeah, you keep working at it.
Yeah.
And That's how you get to the top and stay on the top for a little bit, you know. So work, work, work.
Oh yeah, I love Superman now since I watched the movie. You know?
It's a return to a wholesome Superman.
Yeah,
So
it's what the kids need, I think. You know,
yeah, I wouldn't
someone who's just flying around and genuinely cares, genuinely a good guy. You know, you could tell he's not faking it. You know,
right. So yeah, I really liked it too. I mean, I might try to see it again, but first I got to see the Fantastic Four movie, and
you
then
doing it tomorrow?
I have plans tomorrow. But I tell you what, if I can end those plans sooner than later, I'll sit on over to the. If not, I'll probably just see it on Friday. I'll do like a Friday matinee or something.
I might do it
Speaking
this weekend. We'll see.
this weekend. I mean,
I might.
might.
I want to.
Remember, if you go tomorrow, you get a free gift.
I know that's how they really end.
It is. It's just totally true. It's so true. This is
Absolute
actually
Martian Manhunter.
pretty
One of my
good story.
characters, Martian Manhunter of the DC.
Yeah, I just watched Death of Superman and then Reign of Superman, the animated movies.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. DC had a good thing going with their animated movies for a while.
Yeah.
This one is it's wacky, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's. I mean, really, there's
psychological thriller, or at least it was in the beginning.
Yeah, they're kind of sharing the same mind. At one point, I thought maybe that he was dead and that it was just the Martian Manhunter pretending to be him. But the more the story goes, the more you can see they're like actually communicating with each other. Okay. But what we have going on here is it's summertime, right? So it's the hot and everybody goes a little crazy when it's the heat. But also we have a white Martian going around, just putting intrusive thoughts into people's heads, and so they're doing bad things. People are doing bad things, and they're going around trying to stop the bad things from happening. So they managed they manage to stop some, and some they don't, and bad things happen.
Hey, if someone's putting thoughts in your brain, man, you just got to know who you are. It's
right?
Not me, man.
Be true to yourself.
That's right. Know yourself.
All right. Here's some more books brought to you by Fourth World. Not a sponsor of the channel.
Fourth World.
But yeah, we got
free
some
plug on the Couple Comics.
We got The World to Come second printing. Because I haven't read it. So, and I did have the one per store variant. But I ended up getting it slabbed at Heroes Con. So interesting enough, or not interesting enough, this issue appears to have water damage. So I don't know how that happened. You probably can't see it, but it's very wavy, and down here,
when the light hits it, you can see it.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, well.
You're like, dang it, moisture damage. I want a new copy.
I do. It was $6 for this damn copy.
Return it. Say, look, I spent $6 on this,
and it's got what? Not 50 cents. I spent $6.
$6 hard-earned cash. I want it minty.
Yeah, that is a true story.
Yeah, dude. Potential true story. You gotta go with it.
Right. James Tynion IV. I
hear that's pretty good.
It is.
Exquisite Corpse. That's a Bauhaus song, by the way. Peter Murphy.
So yeah, I got the.
It's not plural.
Aaron. Just Exquisite Corpse.
Yeah.
Not with the corpses. Only one corpse, not multiple.
Not in that song, at least.
This is Polybag. We're gonna open up the Polybag.
Yeah, rip it open.
Here, do it. I had a knife. So far away. There it is.
Your scissors, dude.
I know.
Always have your scissors ready on this show.
Should always have them ready. But yeah, we'll rip this out. We'll get it going. The poly bag I get because it comes with a collectible card.
Nice.
Yeah, so I try to get that version when it's available. I actually put it on poll, so which is cool. Here's the poly bag. You're gone. So this is just a piece of cardboard. They hide the actual cover.
Oh, okay.
And so this is the actual cover. It's cover
Nice.
C.
Why did they go to this great length? That's pretty cool.
I don't know. You know, maybe they just want to protect it, so they put it behind.
It's pretty neat.
And then these are the collector cards. So it's one of the villains.
Okay.
So each one will have one of the bad guys from the comic inside of it. So we read it, and that becomes a bookmark.
Nice.
But
it's more bookmarks.
Yeah, and I want to collect them, the cards, because I want to see if I can get them signed when I go to New York Comic Con.
Yeah,
just have some signed cards as opposed to comics, just something a little different.
There you go.
All right, let's see, what else did we get this week? Oh, we already got that one. Batman Hush. So
it's not a twofer, it's just a double show.
Yeah. Well, I got one from the other store, not because of a value or anything, just they give me like 20% off or 25% off, and I always end up buying an extra book just to say thank you to the LCS.
It's called a twofer.
Yeah, this is Void Rivals number 21 as well, but this is the 1 in 10.
Nice.
Yeah, so I thought it was a cool cover, so I picked it up.
Take care of that.
And I paid whatever it was, $4.99 for it. Cover price, $3.99.
You did that last week too. You got 1 in 10 for cover.
Yeah. Which I love. And then I got Green Lantern 25. It's the start of a new Green Lantern run. They go to Gem World. It's a wraparound cover.
Cool.
And yeah, so I picked it up, see if I like it. I haven't really been into Green Lantern like ever. So I was like, let me try. Oh no, I like Green Lantern. Don't get me wrong. I just don't.
In Justice League or something.
Yeah. I just don't get a lot of Green Lanterns. When I see like the Green Lantern, Green Arrow books, I'll usually grab those, the team up. It's a little bit of an older book, but yeah, I haven't really been on any Green Lantern kicks recently. But yeah, guys, that was that's what I picked up this week. And then I have some 25 centers, but we'll get to those later because I want to see what you got in your box.
25 centers, huh?
50 centers, not 25 centers.
Yeah, nice clean face. Centers. You know what I mean? For Will. You know?
Joffrey's here. What's up, Joffrey?
Yeah, dude.
Nice clean face. Thanks.
Yeah, happy Comic Day.
Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. Who's the new guy on the left?
Who is this guy?
Who's that
Cyclotronic Squirt Gun coming at you with more comic books.
Do it.
More and more and more comic books. It's like never-ending comic books. Okay, so Will, you're collecting Amazing Spider-Man from 200 to 300. So I thought I would just blindly go through from backwards, 300 to 200. See where my gaps are. I know I have doubles, you know, and so whenever I have a double, maybe you need it. I don't know. You want to do that?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
It's fun, dude. It's fun.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So the first one. Now, you know, I will have my 300 someday, but right now I got this True Believer.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. It's minty. I had my 300 before. It was a newsstand as well. Now it's no longer gone. We got another True Believer. That must have been the second print.
The
first print, right? I don't know why we'd have a second print on True Believers, but
in
it happened.
case you didn't, in case you didn't believe the first time.
Foily. Uh-oh.
Nice.
I want my comics to behave in the box. Had to pick up the foily. I used to have the remember that editions they released like 20 years ago, and they were like aluminum. They're not. They were like I don't know what you call them. They're like metallic.
Chromium.
Here's another facsimile for y'all. They charge $7 for this. I think I think I got it. Oh, here's another one. So
Wow.
I did get a whole bunch of collections this last year. Some of them probably had that. I should probably sell one of those, right? So here we go. What?
96.
So you guys, I'm already missing, and I'm a Spidey guy. I had from the 70s all the way to like 2008 at one time, you know. So I already am missing 297, 298, and 299. Isn't that crazy?
And 299 and 298 are, I believe, also.
I know it's
a little pricey.
I'm so upset. Here's two. Oh, and then so I'm missing 296. Dang, dude, what is going on here? Got to work on my Spideys. Not happening. Ooh, I got a double of this one. See?
Oh, 295.
So not a hard comic to get. I remember when this came out. You know. And what I'm doing is I'm going to take my doubles and separate them and get them ready for the show too, I think, and start letting them go. Those were newsstands, and here's a
Yes,
direct. So you know one of those newsstands are going to go.
Nice.
Glad I'm doing. What the heck? I didn't mean to do this. I was buying hauls on eBay, just ASM, you know, going for numbers I didn't have, but you get them cheaper when you get a whole bulk of them, you know, and also stuff was coming to me from collections, you know. So
well, I will take one of each. One newsy, one direct market.
Do you have that one?
I don't have 295, believe it or not, even though you have so many copies.
This is why I'm doing it, Will. Okay, so when Will is interested in a comic, I'll go over here. Put them right there. 295s. Okay, we're getting somewhere, right? This is fun.
Right? It is.
This is fun. So here we got a 294
with Craven. Nice.
I grew up on this J.M. DeMatteis story. It's a classic. Ooh, I got a newsstand.
Ooh.
You guys like the newsies?
I need a 294 as well. So either. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see if I got double on that. Ooh, no, but you need a 294. Wow, I didn't know you needed a 294, my man. So these go in that pile, so I get to choose which one I'm letting go to Will. Now we're going to do a trade, right, Will? So maybe in the future I'll go through some other Spidey runs or whatever and see where the gaps are, and then maybe you could help fill in the gaps or something.
Yeah.
293.
Newsy.
A newsstand. 292.
Oh, with the robot.
Spider Slayer. Yeah, dude, hiding in Pittsburgh ain't gonna help you, Spidey. You know, he's not even wearing the Venom costume. It's just regular cotton or whatever threads he uses here. Here's 291. So, dude, it jumped.
Oh yeah.
No, it didn't. 292. 291.
And then, but you were missing 293? Or did you have a 293? No, you had one, I think. No. So confused.
It's so confusing. I'll let you know when I don't have something. So I have a 293.
There you go. See, yeah, 291 through like 296. That seems
okay. I don't have 290.
No, 290.
People. Here's a 289.
Is
Where
that the
they
second Hobgoblin? I think.
well, they reveal that it's Ned Leeds, but is it really Ned Leeds? You know. Here's another one. 289.
Nice.
It's a twofer.
Twofer.
Here's 288. Remember, this is the gang wars everyone was reminiscent about. You know?
That says the war ends.
28. Oh, missing 287. Ouch.
Little skip.
Ouch. That's a gang war one, too. So this was 286. 285.
With the Punisher.
Great cover there. Is that Zek?
No.
No.
It's McLeod
It is
and Zek. Yeah, Zek and McLeod.
I called it.
There you go.
Called it.
Nice.
So here's 284.
Some more gang wars.
So the one, am I missing the one that says "Stay Down, Daredevil"? He's punching Daredevil. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, how could I be missing that one, dude? 283. So I'm getting more focused on my collection. I'm like, okay, I got to stop buying all this random stuff, even though it's fun. It is fun, you know. But let me know when you want me to stop, and we'll go to your 50 centers, you know.
Yeah. Let's
283. So this was a double.
Double.
I got a newsstand and a direct on that.
Nice.
So that was 83. I'm missing 282.
Dude. You got 281.
I got 281 now.
What's that? Ooh,
280.
Silver Sable.
And this brings back memories, you know. This just makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Seeing these. Because I grew up on this stuff, you know. 279.
279.
And then they want to know where the heck he is. You know. Hojo, what up, dude? Thanks for swinging by, saying hi. Appreciate it. Ooh, we got another one. It's a twofer. It's a double. 279. Nice. It's a double.
Twofers.
Here's 278. No, you stay in place, you.
You know, they're sliding away.
Yeah, just got to do the bottom thing, right? You know. Here's 278. Injustice was not served because it wasn't the Hobgoblin for real, you know?
Wasn't the real one.
This is great. Okay, now we got another one of these, except that last one was a newsstand, and this is the direct edition. I don't know why it's a Mylar, but strange things happen. They come to you in a certain way. So
apparently I have a copy of 278, but I have the Canadian edition.
What?
Yeah.
That's great. How do you know when it's a Canadian? Is it 75 cents instead of 60 or something?
Yeah, there's a price variation.
No, at this era, I think it's 95 cents.
But it's it's 95. I just checked the cover. 95 cents.
We got 277. It's fun going down backwards, isn't it? Cry of the Wendigo.
I also have that one in Canadian.
Dang, dude. Send them my way.
With the Wendigo or Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Makes sense. The Wendigo.
276. I loved this as a kid. But I love the original Hobgoblin saga with Roger Stern, Uncle Raj. The original. Got another one of these. Got two of them.
Nice. I have a newsie on that one.
Ooh, do you want a direct?
Only if you have an extra one. If not,
well, I got two directs.
All right. Yeah. Throw me a direct. Let's go. Put it in the pile.
Go. Hey. Oh, let's go.
Mm.
275.
The Hobgoblin.
Yeah, that's Hobgoblin was still interesting, but it wasn't as interesting as the when Roger Stern was writing it. 274.
Mm,
God, I love such a mark for the Spidey stuff. I just grew up on
yeah.
all this stuff. Ooh, got another 274, but in direct.
Nice. It's a Secret Wars 2 tie-in.
Yeah, dude.
The Soul of the Spider.
The Soul of the Spider. Let me know when you want to do some 50 centers, and we'll break this up.
73. All right. Maybe when you get to the end of your 270s.
Okay. We get to the end of the 270s here. Wow, I got a lot of dupes on some of these, and then it jumps down. I'm gonna include the jump down and the dupes when it jumps down.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Sometimes handling comics, right? Slip sliding away.
No
Here's
respect.
273. So this is another direct. Right.
Oh, I think I need that one. 273. If you got two. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hooking up my man Will.
Let's go. Let's fill this hole.
That's what it's all about, dude. It's about good karma. Okay, so that was 73. This is 272.
Slide.
I was just talking about slip sliding away. Got a double of that, 272.
Nice. I have that one.
And then it jumps down to 268. Can you believe it?
Wow.
But you know how many 268s I got?
That is a cool cover.
It's a threefer.
Oh.
Got three.
You got a newsie, a direct, and what's the third one? I see a newsie, direct. You got a double.
Yeah, two directs. Two directs in a newsie.
I think I need a direct. Do I? No, I have a direct. No, 268. We're good. I almost got you.
Right, Will? So it's all. So I'll stop there because you asked me to, and then we'll keep going. But
yeah, we'll keep the party going. Let's see. I want to show. Well, we have time. I'll skip a couple of the 50 centers, but I want to.
How long you want to be on for?
Tonight I'm in no rush, so if you have extra time, we can go for a little bit. I did manage to find some 50 centers when I was some 50 Cent Adventure Comics presents an all new Superboy number 454, 35 center. I guess at some point they wanted $2 for it.
Let's go big.
But let's go. Yeah, let's boom. But here we go. 35 center.
You got that for how much?
50 cents.
Dude, that's a score.
Yeah, super
from the warehouse.
From the warehouse. Let's see. We'll open this one up. Just get a feel for what. So let's see. Get it out of there. So yeah, needs a little TLC, but not too bad.
That's worth it.
Yeah, even at 50 cents.
Anybody sees that for 50 cents, they'll get it.
I was actually kind of shocked it was still there, and I was like, yes. I will take this because I was only going to pick up like 4 or 5 comics. Maybe I had like 6, and then I saw a bunch of these, and I was like, all right, well, now we're gonna grab.
Cue the Rush music, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got the Kryptonite Kid in there.
Cool.
Oh, everybody's green. What's happening?
Yeah. And it's not Marvel.
Yeah. And there is some Superman.
Superman. That's how you say it, dude.
Yeah. Have to work on it. Oh, they got these super belt buckles.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, when you see a 35 center for 50 cents, you kind of jump on it.
Gots to
Jump on it. All right. Let's see. Put this one over here for
feels
now.
good helping you. It feels good helping you with your ASM run. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. This I think is the second run of Superboy. It's a 50 center, number 12. Welcome to Smallville, home of Superboy and Clark Kent.
Nice.
So yeah, 8 extra exciting pages. The New Adventures of Superboy. Yeah, so this was volume 2, The New Adventures. But it's still got the comic code on it. I mean, comic code went for a little bit. We have another New Adventures of Superboy. This is issue number 13. A complete 25-page novel, it says. I don't think anybody's calling 25 pages a novel anymore, but this one has a little spine roll. So, but we got we do have a comic press, and I think at some point we need to break it out and
break it out.
Start working. We got another New Adventures of Superboy. This is issue number 15. What's this, Superboy? Deserting the Kents for a new set of parents? All right.
Superboy.
We got extra Superboy meets Clark Kent.
Cool.
And then we have another New Adventures of Superboy, issue number 16. And these were all, whoever had these in their collection, these were all newsies, so to speak. I don't even know they had direct market at this time. But let's see, what do we have? We have the New Adventures of Superboy number 17.
Awesome. People will pick those up $3 hollers for, no problem. Depending on the condition, maybe, I don't know, but
right.
People love, I know people who just collect DC. That's all they do.
Right. There are people out there who won't collect anything else.
That's right. And they got them are fighting words otherwise, right?
Exactly. Check out this guy. Kator is his name. Your days as Smallville superhero are over, Superboy. As Kator fades in, you fade out. All right. And then we're getting a little bit older on the New Adventures of Superboy. This is issue 35, so now it's a 60 center. Get to see the price of comics going up. And if anybody remembers that classic video game, Frogger.
I remember the advertisement for it too.
What else we got? We got the New Adventures.
Was my era when I really remembered everything I was reading, and I really got into it. 60 cents, man. I was a kid.
This is 60 cents. Yeah, I saw the price tag and I was like, you know what? Classic. Well, not classic, but sub for me, anything sub $1 is like outside, or $1.25 or $1.50 or $2 is outside of my my original zone. And I'm like, comics existed before I was born. We got New Adventures of Superboy number 37. So yeah, some of these are pretty.
How many of those did you get?
I think I got about 10.
Nice.
Or more.
So for $5 you got for $10 you got all that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we've already done 10, and I've got about 6 more books. So But we're gonna switch it up after this next one. So this is
That's
the
cool.
Adventures.
You spent $8 and you got all those Superboys.
Yeah, this is the Adventures of Superboy number 38. Got to stop Luther now before he grows up to be the world's greatest menace. Just trying to punch him in the face. All right. And now we're going with Superboy starring the Legion of Superheroes, a 25 center, number 214.
Cool stuff, dude. That's Mike. It might be Mike Grail and that 70s Legions. Is fun stuff.
Yeah, this
Plan
is
on
a
reading
this is a Mike Grell cover.
The Holy Grail.
This is Joe Rubenstein did the inking on this cover here. This is issue number 244 of Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, 50 center.
Cool.
Then we're jumping a little bit ahead, and we got a 60 center because we got issue 242. Oh, how is this one? Oh, because this one's bigger. So theoretically, this one was 50 cents, but came out after the 242. But the 242 is giant sized, or whatever they call it, DC Giant.
Yeah.
But yeah,
got to go after those 298, 299s, right? On my Spidey run.
Then we've got
and 300. Jeez.
And 300. You're missing some big
keys, dude.
Big keys. It's 40 center, 255. And then the last one. Is this the beginning of the Legion's greatest battle or the end? Issue 241 of Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. So yeah, I saw those Superboys and I was like, you know what? We're gonna grab them.
Yes.
Got some original Superboy, some Adventures of, and then you got the Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. So those are pretty cool. Some of those might get some attention with the press when I have a moment.
Are you getting better on your press, or what's going on here? You just got it?
I broke it out, and that's about as far as I got.
Okay.
So yeah. we'll get it up and running eventually.
Nice.
All right, you want to do some more Spidey?
Sure, man. I'm always keen on that. No.
Yeah, let's do it. Got my list. Had to break the list back out. Follow along.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. That's right. I'm sure you'll be a master at it before you know it. You know. Yeah. Okay, so the last one I did was 268.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I jumped down, man. Sad, but here is a Peter David classic.
Ooh, yeah.
267. Here cometh the commuter. Should I go big?
Yes. Yeah, hold on. Let's do that. And then this one. Ah, there we are. The commuter.
When cometh the commuter. So this was great because he was stuck in the suburbs and he couldn't web sling, right? There was enough things there. Ooh,
in the
got another newsie here. 267.
So in the Spider-Man video game, when you're in the suburbs, it's a little harder to web swing.
As well. And another one, the 3-fer. What is going on here?
Ooh, look at that.
So I know I got to choose some of these for the Monday show, where I do a claim sale plus a trade with friends, but I got to move these things. Here's 266.
266.
Another 266. They're both newsstands.
Oh, I need 266.
Do you?
I do.
No, wait. Is it? It's 266. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, and that third one, the direct.
Oh, so you'll still have a. Yeah.
So you'll get one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the newsy just so you can have a direct and a newsy. I don't want to
Okay.
break up your sets.
Here's a 265. I don't know all the conditions of these. I just do raw,
Yeah.
Here's another 265. And a Newsies 265.
Nice.
What is up? My amazing Spider-Mans. I got big gaps in the run, but I got doubles galore, triples. Here's another twofer. 264. And I got a newsstand, 264. Number 9.
Number 9. For a long time, I was like, "Who is this guy on the cover?"
And I got doubles of 263.
Yes.
Newsstand and a direct. So I'm willing to break those up when you need I don't know what condition they're in.
Right.
Like I did before, I'm willing to break it. Choose which one I want. 262. So wait a second. Was there a gap there? No. 263, and here's 262. Photorealistic Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if that dude got paid.
Or just that was the cosplay cover before they started calling it cosplay.
Okay, so I've got a newsstand and 2 facsimiles of this one. So it's 260.
60. Yeah.
And here's the facsimiles, and I got 2 for some reason.
Huh. Yeah, those look extra shiny.
I keep my facsimiles and true believers and stuff like that. I like to keep them with the original, Okay, now I've got a quadruple.
Oh.
But two facsimiles, a newsstand,
259.
and a direct 259, and his origins retold, and the Hobgoblin strikes.
Oh,
so here we go. We got the direct, newsstand, facsimile. It's fun, isn't it?
That's cool.
Now, here's a. So that was what 259. So 258 is a key, right? For some reason.
Yeah, I guess because it's the retelling of the origin story or
So I
something.
don't have 258. I have 2 facsimiles, and I have a true believer on 258. Not cool, man. Not cool. I like to do this.
Just so
Yeah, and I put him in there. It's fun. I think it's fun. It's fun having that true believer. I think 10 years from now, people want those true believers.
I believe you're probably right.
We've got some more of these, you guys. I've got 2 directs, a newsstand, and a facsimile of the second appearance of Puma, 257. So there's the direct. Another direct. Oh, I guess I have 2 directs. And a newsstand. Wait a second. And here's the facsimile. So, okay. I've got a couple directs. So let me know when you want me to stop, my man. Okay. 256 is the first appearance of Puma. I've got 2 newsstands and 2 facsimiles. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, years ago I found that in a dollar bin, and it was like,
wow.
Yes. I don't even know why you would have anything ASM under 300 in a dollar bin, but it was there, and I was like, sweet.
Is that Rick Leonardi art?
It didn't even look like it was in bad condition. The cover is Ron Friends.
Ron
And
Friends. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool
Ron.
stuff. It's like there's a glee to having doubles. It's like, do I want to let these go? Besides the one that I'm trading with you, we'll figure them out. I mean, at my show, do I want to let these go? Right. That's little voice in me telling me no.
Don't do it.
255, but it's kind of greedy, isn't it? 255. My precious this newsstand. We got some facsimiles. So when I have double facsimiles, of course I got to let one of these go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be a lot double facsimiles. I'd be a lot easier letting go of than double first prints.
Yeah,
but it's just cool. It's just cool to have, like I've got these original ASM.
Yeah, ASMs are fun.
And everybody wants.
This is my era, this was not the Hobgoblin, this was Jack-o'-lantern. But he was just so freaked out that, about someone getting the Green Goblin stuff,
Right.
After he beat Hobgoblin, what a cool cover. So that's the newsstand, 250. What is that? 254. Another newsstand.
Oh, I need one of those.
Okay.
So Jack-o'-lantern has become kind of a running joke on the Venom series. Anytime there's like a reboot of the Venom series, Jack-o'-lantern appears in the first few issues, and he usually gets beat up pretty bad by Venom. It's been an ongoing thing.
Bad. The Rick Leonardi Venom with Flash Thompson, he actually made Jack-o'-lantern interesting in that, Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of been a throwaway character recently, Jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, so I have 5 copies of 253. I have 3 newsstands and 2 facsimiles. I mean, should I even count the facsimiles,
The Rose. That's
First Kingpin's
son, isn't it?
Yeah, we didn't know at the time, I don't think. Or maybe there was a reveal at the end. I don't remember. Pretty cool. Here's the copy. The clones. Right? Clones. So do you want me to stop soon, or I got I could stop at any time, buddy.
All right. You got anything?
We're at the one of the major keys, right? So that was 253. Yeah. Okay, so that was funny. We almost stopped at the major key, right? 252, yeah. Right?
Right.
Which I have 1 newsstand.
Oh,
1. That's good.
Nice. That's all you need. That is beauty. 3
facsimiles.
And the facsimiles. All right. So you can let a couple of those go. Yeah. Oh, they're different prices too. The one is $3.99. I think the other one was $4.99. If I read it right.
Wow.
So you got price variance.
Well, that means they came out at different times, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
So, maybe I'll keep the price variance.
The $4.99 came out.
So 252 is a good. You can remember that, right? That's where we stopped.
That would be a good one.
Okay.
All right, stopping on some fire. That's a good 252 is a big issue.
I'm happy to have that one.
Yeah. All right. I did buy a couple of more 50 centers. It's like 6 more, so maybe we'll just end on that.
Okay.
And then we'll head out.
Awesome.
I think I called them 50 centers. All right. I mean, after Spider-Man, that's like trying to follow up Cheesecake with like a meat stick, but whatever. We got a 60 center. We got the new Teen Titans number 32.
Okay.
So anytime I see a Teen Titans, think of George Perez. I'm like, yeah, we'll pick that
Yeah,
up.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Some Brian Michael Bendis goodness. We got Alias. I think it's number 14, number 11. Sorry, number 11. With these, they have these cool like watercolor. This is for the giveaway box, but this is just Uncanny X-Force number 1. This was the third. Let's say this was the third,
I think that's volume 2, actually.
or maybe it's
was
volume 2.
after Rick Remender's run, which was awesome.
So yeah, Ron Garney art though. So Ron Garney's actually pretty good. So.
It's a cool cover.
I picked that up. 50 cents.
Yeah, dude.
We've got the Secret Avengers number 2. This had the first appearance of something. That like cube that's like I don't even know how to explain it. Actually I can let me see if I can find it on
It's the Secret Avengers Volume 1.
Yeah, Secret Avengers Volume 1, Issue 2.
Really? Can I see that cover again?
Unless it's Volume 2. It's got the not Marvel. Yeah, the Marvel Now, I guess, or Join the Revolution. It's Marvel Now. So whatever. 2011.
Huh. Is that volume? I think that's Volume 2, maybe.
Here's Volume 2. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's the issue number 2 because the I'm seeing a white cover with Moon Knight.
So I think Brubaker did the first one or started it.
Yeah. This is Nick Spencer.
Yeah, I think that's
Cubic. I think is the character that's in this one.
Cool.
First appearance of that, but whatever. 50 cents. We got some classic Night Quest, The Crusade, Detective Comics, Batman 669 with the what is that, Azrael or whatever.
Oh, cool.
And then who could resist Nomad number 1 for 50 cents? Because
nice.
It's got a huge fold out. Actually, still unfolds one more time. Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's got a map.
That's cool, dude. I love that.
So
50 cents. I have some minty nomads I need to look at.
Yeah, so I was like 50 cents, and you get like a fold out cover. Yes, please.
Yeah, dude.
And then last but not least, we got Excalibur number 77. This one has the like the demo cards for the Marvel Masterpiece in the set. And this one I think is Venom, right? Yeah. Venom and Carnage. 2 Venoms and a Carnage. Yep.
That's a cool title, right? 2 Venoms and a Carnage.
Right. So yeah, we got that's the only reason I picked this up, because I was like, oh, it's got the Marvel Masterpiece insert inside of it. So cool. I'm surprised more people don't talk about those, because it's cool. You get bonus cards in your comic.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, that was the extent of my 50 cent run. I was more impressed with the not more impressed. I was happier to get the Superboy stuff, but these just happened to kind of be around the area while I was looking, and I was like, you know what, I'll pull these out too.
I do collect the Excalibur, but the Alan Davis stuff, when that when it changes from that, I think I'm all set.
Then after that, you're like, never
but
mind.
Hey, there's cards in there and stuff like that, and I'm sure there's certain covers or whatever. I know Mystique takes over. Is it Excalibur she takes over? In the late 90s or something?
I think it's the late 90s. I think you are correct. You have Nightcrawler on the team too. He seems to be a big part of it at this point.
Yeah.
This was 91 or 2.
He was always on it, right? He was always on Excalibur, I think.
Yeah, from the initial beginning. But he was always but this one is the interiors are pretty nice. Nice white.
Yeah, dude.
We're just gonna put it in a. I'm gonna put it in a bag and board because it's looking good.
Cool.
But yeah, we got to figure out what I can trade you. So we'll figure it out. I got stuff.
You got doubles?
I have some doubles. So, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe send me like what runs you're looking for, what characters you like, and I'll figure out what I got.
Okay.
And we'll make it happen.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well, that's what I got. Those were my 50 centers and my new comic book day stuff. The comic warehouse now, the 50 cent warehouse is actually opening up on Wednesdays. I don't think I'm gonna make it an every Wednesday thing because even though it's pretty cheap, it's still like an extra $10 or more every time I go in there.
There's a space issue too. Giveaways, you can
get them. That's it. That's So I might have to increase the intensity of giveaway. We'll figure it out. But and then, like you said, I can always come on a Monday and try to get rid of some stock, even if it's like a one-time thing. So I think the Superboys will probably, like I said, I'll break out the press and give them some love this weekend, and then we'll take it from there. As long as I don't end up, burning them to a crisp, should be fine. Blockbuster trades incoming.
Yeah, dude. Dude. I'm stacking up on ASM. I also I'm on a payment plan with a friend. His name's Captain Strange Life. He's one of the OG freaking YouTubers, comic book YouTubers, Wow. And he's got a whole basement full of just stuff, and he's selling me some really old Amazing Spider-Mans,
Ooh,
so
nice.
I don't know if I should go past 200 and keep going just to see what I got, right?
Yeah, but that's pretty awesome.
That
you have access
to
those
I'm excited.
Yeah, so that's
I gotta get my ASMs back, you guys. It's just one of those things. 2008, I had to sell my comic book collection, So
I'm sure when you made the decision, it was something that
I had
needed to do, right?
I had to,
and now you're like
getting them back. I don't care. I'll get now. I need now. I need those McFarlane keys. It's like they were high print runs, especially 300.
Yeah. It's just crazy how because there's so many that exist, but it's not in the supply and demand. It's just people can demand or command a high price for them.
There's people who just sit on a short box of some stuff,
right?
But hey, it's all right. It's part of the game, dude. Don't hate the players, right?
Hate the game. All right. Well, I guess we'll cue the Rush music. I didn't actually get any Rush music.
Adios, friends. Thanks for joining Will and I. It's a lot of fun. Time. I'm gonna keep doing this with certain runs too, and Will's gonna be like, "Ooh, okay, let's do this." But you've been talking about ASM from 200 to 300 for a long time, actually.
At least.
And I sent you some ASMs.
2 years. Yeah.
That you needed.
So those definitely helped to piece the run together. But I've been talking about it. And the funny thing is, like, I'm like a dog who's like on a mission and then sees a squirrel. And it's just like, and I lose sight of.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
that's why I'm backing off on how I was doing things and switching it up a little bit and just having fun more, So
I
was buying like just big, large hauls and just organizing them, which is fun.
Yeah.
But I got to get back to my bread and butter. I got to get back to what I used to have.
Right. You want to collect what makes you happy. Like, I know I go through a box and maybe some of the boxes make me very happy, but then some boxes I open and I was like, what was I thinking?
Like I got some good comics from him already. So,
Nice.
but maybe I
Oof.
should wait. Should we go past 200, or should we go? Okay, what's the other runs you're looking for, Will? And then see if I have doubles in that. It's up to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I have to. I'll think on it, but yeah, I don't. Once I do the 2 to 300, it's dangerous to go sub 200. Not really, because 200 to 100 also isn't horrible. It's once you get sub 100, that's when every book is like first appearance key, first appearance key.
Yeah.
You get up to like the 50s, and they're still.
It's something about holding the original. Like, it's incredible. Like, I just got the second appearance, I think, of Green Goblin. I'm just opening it, just like looking at it. It's like,
And
I have these in Marvel Tales, but it's like, something about having originals,
And once you have that original in your hand, there's no going back.
Yeah. And that second Green Goblin with the human, it's his second appearance in the Human Torch is there. That cover. It's an old cover.
Yeah.
I have it, dude. I have it.
Oh, that's nice. Because they're friends.
Yeah. That's established a long time ago.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like, I'm looking at the price now. Like even ASM #1. I know like 6 or 7 years I was at a con and there was a guy behind me on the escalator and he had just bought an Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Wow.
And he had talked about spending $3,000 on it. And I know now, this must have been like 8 years ago. And, like to find one for $3,000 probably means the cover's missing and it's incomplete or something like that. Like that doesn't even.
I don't want to get a ratty cover just to say I have the print.
Yeah.
Dude, issue 17. I got it.
Nice. Ooh.
17, dude.
With the Human Torch. Yeah, that is a nice.
That's Ditko.
That is
original Ditko, man. Spidey was only like 2.5 years old.
Second appearance of the Green Goblin.
Isn't that awesome? I used to have like the Death of Gwen Stacy. I'm gonna get all that stuff back, man.
Yeah, that's another big.
I used to have that. And it was like a prized possession of mine,
Right.
We're back in the wrong place.
But yeah, it's not until you get to issue, like I'm looking at, it's Key Collector, but I'm looking at Key Collector, and the only time you get sub 100 is when you get all the way down to issue number 21.
First Beetle.
The first, second 21. Oh, nice. With the Human Torch.
Again, with the Human Torch,
Those are such cool covers too.
I know. It's just like, and I open it and I'm like, wow. People want to put it in I get it, but not me. I'm not putting it in a tomb.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just keep it simple.
Right. I do, yeah. I do it with some of my comics, but part of it is like I feel like it protects them in some ways.
Yeah, it's cool.
But then occasionally I'm like, it'd be really cool if I could just touch it. So
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, like let's see. I'm just looking.
I don't have 300, but I have a 301, right? So
301 is
301.
That's 299 and 301 are also not cheap books, so it's worth.
I'll get them.
Yeah,
I'm raising awareness right now. It's out in the ether now. People know that I'm a magnet for these ASM comics now.
Right. Yeah, it's not a problem, but there are a lot of expensive books between 100 and 200 because now you're talking about classic artists and writers, Gil Kane and John Romita Sr.
Yeah,
it's just
Gil
would
Kane.
not.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be.
I like
cheap.
Ross Andrew as well. But yeah, once you get the John Romita seniors and the Ditkos is what people are like, yeah.
Right.
I think I have doubles of the last Steve Ditko, so I got to figure out how I'm going to move that.
Yeah, because you can't just give that away.
No, I'm going to sell it.
Yeah.
But I don't need to sell top price either. So
right. Well, yeah, that's what I meant by selling it. Like, don't give it away, but yeah, you don't have to charge somebody an arm and a leg.
Still in the chat.
Maybe just a toe. What's up, Christina? Thanks for hanging around.
Yeah, Christina.
But yeah,
she's in the Harley Quinn, and She-Hulk. What else does she like?
She-Hulk is going to be in a new series. She's on Sakaar now, right? So, what was it? The Hulk's son, Scar, I guess.
Yeah, Scar.
He ends up, being the ruler of Sakaar, and he gets poisoned and killed in a new comic series. And anyway, Bruce and Hulk. Bruce takes Jen, and there was somebody else who went with them. But anyway, they go to Sakaar to figure out what happened, and then he's got to leave. Hulk's got to leave the planet, so he leaves Jen, She-Hulk, behind to like regulate. He's like, just watch this planet while I'm gone.
Yeah.
So they're doing like a whole series based on that. So I'm guessing she has to beat some people up.
So, Christina, I am getting the very first Mary Jane cameo where they don't show her face. It's a Ditko, I think. It's an issue or two before, she has her full appearance in the back of a comic saying "Face a Tiger." You hit the jackpot. But I don't think I have the first Black Cat. I just went through how many issues of Amazing Spider-Man? Like 50.
Yeah. And
but now you guys know I'm working on my Amazing Spider-Man. I need my first Black Cat, I think, too. Yeah, I like having the facsimiles, but I don't count them as, having them.
They're placeholders. So when you're ready,
yeah,
you have a place to put that comic in.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
I say now.
Yeah. It's din-din time for me, people.
I had the din-din. So, well, first Black Cat would be pre 200. I believe. So
I swiped it. Did you ever get a hold of Dan Cicada Sonic?
No.
He's just a phone call away from me. I just say, give that Black Cat to Christina.
Aaron doesn't love me. He took that Black Cat last night.
Talking about when we were, on my show Monday. I think Will's going to be on my show. This guy. Mondays are tough for him. He's got his raw books. He's got to get that, get the energy for that.
We can get in there, sell some books. So I just got to make sure I show up with books people want. Or either that or I sell mystery packs.
And it's not true, Christina. I love you. Don't say that. Christina rocks. Yeah, Will is a good guy.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You're like, not you. Talk about the other Will.
No, Will rocks. Christina rocks. Will rocks. Who else rocks?
Cleveland
Dagger.
Dagger rocks.
He rocks.
Yeah,
but thanks for watching, you guys.
Chat rocks. Yeah, guys. So we're out. Little dance party action today. That's all I got for you.
Are you gonna do the ending like?
I don't even know if I have the.
That's okay. You don't have that queued up.
The video queued up.
Much love back, Christina.
Yeah.
Christina.
All right, guys. No video queued up, but I have some music, so I'll play some music. How's that? Let's see. Oh, I think I have. If I go to, they switched up everything, and oh, here we
I'm
go.
out.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna do that thing. Deuces.
Deuces. See you on the
Peace.
next one.
We're out.
What up,
Join
Kirby?
us.
Deuces. We're out.
We're out.
Check out my ASM. I'm gonna send over to Will.
Yeah, rewind a little bit and you can see all the ASMs we were going through tonight.
And
Classics.
also next week I'll have more ASM to show to Will. Deuces.
Yeah. We stopped on a key. A really good one too.
Yeah, dude.
Peace out, guys. Have a great night.
Later.
Later. We're out. End the stream. End the stream.
We really are.